Hola and welcome back, masters and princesses. I hope you're doing well today. Now, I want you to understand there's a reason why we're revisiting What is Justice. It's been a little bit since I've listened to What is Justice, and yeah, I know, I'm like, I should be a little ashamed. But the thing is BAND-MAID has such a large catalog of music. This is one of the second bands that I've listened to in my existence that has such a large catalog of songs that I feel like I can just keep going through songs and I will get something completely different and might never get to What is Justice unless it's more recent on my playlist. I also thought what would be fun about this video is kind of talking about the correlation of how music impacts the visual and the look of a show. Without music and without orchestral score or music in the background of any show or movie, a lot of the times scenes can lack impact. And because BAND-MAID created this ending theme, I think it creates a good impact to the end of the show, but also we have artwork going on during this music video, so I figured it'd be interesting to check it out. Also, before we get into it, and I know this is going to be a giant intro, but I wanted to do some research on the show because I haven't seen the anime yet. So TOUGEN ANKI is a dark action series about people descended from Oni, who are demons, and the Momotaro, who are demon hunters, right? Whose bloodlines have been at war for generations. The story follows Shiki Ichinose, whose father, a Momotaro descendant, is killed by another Momotaro. Shiki then discovers he is half Oni and embarks on a journey to avenge his father while honing his Oni powers. So that sounds pretty cool to me. If any of you have actually seen the anime out there, let me know down below. But anyway, before I jump in, if you like it, subscribe, share as you wish. Links are down below. Discord, Patreon. I do anime reactions on Patreon as well. And in the coming months, I'm thinking about upping those. If you're interested, if this is something you would like me to check out, I'm totally down. Why not? It sounds interesting to me, but I'm gonna shut up about everything. Let's jump in. Dude, the hardcore guitar line motif here already sets this up really well. The red and the black and the oranges. And the words line up with the show. We'll talk about that here in a second. Dude, okay, so again, I'm mostly doing this reaction because I wanted to see the mixture of the two. And this is, again, one of those things where art and two fine arts basically collide, right? Because I like to think, like, what is ballet if without music? And what would opera be without music? It wouldn't be an opera at that point, right? What is a musical without music? What is TV shows, movies, anime without music? It kind of, sometimes it can fall flat. Now, sometimes silence is the music. Isn't that crazy? Well, I'll shut up about that. But I did some research also on the song and the compositional process of why the song was written the way it was. And we know that, like, some of the members of BAND-MAID enjoy watching anime in general. And Miku, look, I know we have talked about this before, that we've said that Miku sometimes doesn't get the praise that she deserves. But she wrote these lyrics, man. She knows. Like, I wonder how much information the maids were given, or especially Miku, since she wrote these badass lyrics. These lyrics fit the show to a T. And just from reading the synopsis of the show, you see those lyrics of basically that revenge style wording that you see. It's like, what is it worth it? And it doesn't matter because all I know is pain. And it's so good. And then just the instrumentals aligning with the passion, the power. It's really cool. I really should watch the ending to the show, or the ending credits, to see what they did with it, because they don't always use the entire song. But this is very interesting because we see the fighting, right, in this, and they're saying, what is justice? I don't know, right? Also, I can't get my ears out of Misa's bass line. Or how noble the cause. This fight comes with pain. Don't you? I love that vocal line from Psyche. That thing is frightening. Woo! Good night. Sorry. Look, it's just beautifully done. I know that these are scenes from the show itself. Seeing these characters, I'm assuming this is an Oni, right? Look, y'all are gonna laugh at me. My only concept of Oni is like Dead by Daylight. The Oni, the killer based Oni. If any of you play Dead by Daylight, I don't suggest it. It is the most it's a great game. It's also a trash game. You know, it is what it is. You know what I mean. If you know, you know. And I think I do know some Oni based on the Silent Hill F series that has just, or a Silent Hill F game that has just been released. Well, hasn't been released, but you know what I mean. So my knowledge is a little different and a little waning because I don't know a lot. But dude, the artwork based along talking about the fear, and you can see the fear in that child's eyes. And you can see that trusted these eyes and ended up lost. Interesting. So it's a cool concept. Again, if this kid didn't know he was half Oni, that's the concept, right? It's just really neat to hear that. And also I love this part because we get the Konami kind of creepy, and that's a cool thing that I didn't know without, like, we had the music video before, which is really, really great. I'm assuming all of you have seen it, but just now knowing what the anime is about, using this like almost nightmarish sound that has a second in it, meaning a pitch in seconds. Da 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 da. We get that minor second, I think. Might actually be a major second. The guitar line in the background, and then boom, we get the artwork release of like almost zombie-like people. Look at the gore, man. Also, my. I'm not gonna comment. Venomous heartbeat boil over. Arpeggios of a guitar solo. Dude, just that red, that pure gory look in that, ugh, and then lining Konami's solo up with that, absolutely artistic choice that was smart. It kind of gives you that idea, the visual concept of like visual shredding, you know, literally taking something and absolutely eviscerating. And if you think about it, Konami's solo is a visceration, a ripping apart of the internal like psyche that psyche, not literal like Psyche, our singer, Psyche Pete, you know, anyway, but the concept of just like ripping it in the inside, tearing its insides apart, being torn between this, like, do I do the right thing? What is the justice here? Am I hunting? You know what I mean? I haven't seen this anime, dude. Now I'm kind of like, BAND-MAID sold this for me. Watch, listen. Starts off, and then finally we see, boom. Woo! And then, with a nice explosion added to that art. Yeah, they did a really good job with this. I'm curious about you guys out there who have actually watched the anime either because BAND-MAID has been featured in the ending theme in season 1, or if it's because you really, really, really wanted to watch this for some reason. I'm one of those people that I have to take suggestions from other people. Otherwise, I'll just kind of be like, I'm not going to watch that. I don't know if it's good or not. I'm one of those people that needs that guidance. So I truly like the almost dark and maybe mental like anguish that the main character could probably be going through, considering the fact that his father was killed by his own, I guess, team. So that concept where Miku went with the lyrics are Miku and her lyric writing genius. Because honestly, I've always loved Miku's lyrics. Whether it translates clearly or not, you can kind of get the gist of what her lyrics have always been. And what's beautiful about this is that BAND-MAID lyrics written by Miku and sometimes, you know, assisted by Psyche have always been a positive experience, right? And these lyrics still are within that positive realm, talking about what is justice in this kind of situation of, you know, a death of a parent, and I seek revenge, which is, and where is the justice in that? Is it worth it, you know, avenging my father's death? And they were a Momotaro, and turns out I'm half Oni. Like, it's just interesting. And I really, truly believe that BAND-MAID did such a really good job of getting that wrapped up in a beautiful bow here. And yeah, this is really, really great. The music just matches the show in and of itself, and it's really well done with the artwork. So really, really great job, not only instrumental writing from Konami and the rest of the maids, because we know that it's not just Konami. Like, Konami does a lot of the skeleton work, puts her parts together and the guitar lines together, and it probably makes a skeleton line for bass and drums, but we know that Misa and Akane are going to add extra to it, you know? So, really, really great compositional work and lyric writing to match a show. Awesome. I know this is kind of a different reaction to BAND-MAID in a different lighting. I wanted to have the opportunity to listen to BAND-MAID while I had the experience of watching scenery and scenes from the anime itself, because when I watched Rock is a Lady's Modesty, it felt so different hearing the song Ready to Rock in the concept of seeing the ladies and seeing them perform. And it felt like I wasn't watching BAND-MAID. It felt like I was watching the anime characters only themselves, and mainly because also it was an all-girls school, but like it was so neat that I felt like I'm listening to one of my favorite bands and I know it's them, but I'm thrusted into this world where I'm so lost in the sauce that there's no way that this is BAND-MAID. And then it's so cool. BAND-MAID had a way of immersing me, even though they only were part of one of the musical process for the intro of the show. Isn't that crazy? So that just goes to show that BAND-MAID does a really good job of creating art outside of their own medium, which is to be added to a different medium. Does that make sense? I know I'm praising them for things that it's fun. It's a fun way to look at their music in a different light, because we look at them all the time as great musicians, great instrumentalists, and a great singer, great, manager, all this kinds of things. But it's fun to view their work in a different aspect of how did they immerse me into this other art and make it heighten the experience, But anyway, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you guys talk to me about this. And I just want you to let me know your thoughts down below, because I feel like there's this conversation about a lot about anime. And as you know, I've been diving into anime more recently because I've been out of the world for such a long time, and diving into new shows and stuff has been kind of a nice step out of the music world sometimes, even though it sticks into the music world. But let me know your thoughts about this down below. Have you seen the anime before? And if not, maybe check it out. Or if you're not in an anime, that doesn't matter. The music's really good. But is there an anime out there that you are really into? Just curious. That is your favorite, or you already have a favorite series? Like I know the animes I watched as a child was obviously Sailor Moon when I was really little, when I didn't even recognize that was anime. I just thought it was a cartoon. And then the only other animes I actually watched a lot when I was a child was Cowboy Bebop and Trigun. I did watch Chobits. That was a little different, but anyway, I'll shut up about that. Let me know your thoughts down below. As usual, like and subscribe. Share as you wish. Links are down below if you want to check out extra stuff. Obviously, today I will be checking out BAND-MAID, What is Justice, the instrumental video with every single angle, because that was a surprise that I did last week and I had so much fun with it, so we're gonna do it again. And the live version from the Tokyo Garden Theater 2025 that just happened pretty recently, so I'm excited to check that out. And also, if you just happen to really like anime, that's always there on the Patreon as well. And I'm planning, if time allows, to do some more animes, because it's fun to just sit there and enjoy a show together. So I'll shut up. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next BAND-MAID Sunday. Peace out. You have no idea how excited I am for that.